Once more, the undead are in an uproar over nothing, Commander. Now they are systematically tearing down the statues of their own foremost artist because she made the posthumous confession of being gay. What on earth moved her to do so, we'll never know, but the results are tragic. Please tell Yorick to calm his kin. A civilized society should not stand for such barbarism, whether the gods approve or not.
Horror of horrors, Commander. Claudella, our foremost artist, turns out to be a sinner of sapphic sentiments. Such transgression cannot be condoned. The gods will not stand for it. All her works shall be pulled down onto the ground and smashed into the dust. Seven forgive us for having admired her so.
Commander?
Remember I mentioned the artist Della Gecko a while ago, Commander? Brilliant. Gay. Well, I have another example. The undead sculptress Claudella, who sadly perished a short while ago because of some strange disease that sometimes plagues her kindred. She was an artist of profound mastery, revered by every single one of the undead, but now that in her last will and testament she revealed to have had a long-standing physical relationship with a woman they always assumed to be her sister, the vermin are systematically destroying all her works. Beautiful bronzes, marvellous marbles, all are falling under the hypocrites' hammers. But you can do something about this, Commander. You can stop this madness. And if you won't, give me the order and I'll bash the skull of each vandal I meet. Couldn't have said it better myself. Cheers, Commander. You're officially a patron of the arts now. I shall raise a toast to you tonight. And in the meantime, try not to succumb to the temptation of yanking away Yorick's lower jaw and throwing it overboard.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
Praise be, it shall be my...
Bravo, Commander. You went out of your way to preserve the legacy of a fine artist, and did so despite the diplomatic ramifications. We lizards commend you.
You may have gone against us. You may think you have won, Commander, but you have done no such thing. What is left of Claudella's works is locked away in so-called museums, away from the eyes of every undead. Not a single one of us will enter these places ever again, or be stricken down by the Seven.
Commander, you are well aware it is the Imp's great destiny to create the biggest and baddest explosion ever, one that can reshape our world. And I'll have you know we are getting closer to its realization. Our scientists have discovered the location of what they suspect is a metallic element of such formidable combustibility. At first they thought they were having one of those very special dreams. We want to mine it, of course, but the thing is, it can only be found beneath a couple of dilapidated elven graves. Oberon's making a fuss, but you'll allow us to dig, won't you?
To upset the remains of the dead where they lay is a grievous outrage, Commander, for they may yet be blessed by the Seven and be reborn into the perpetuity of the bow. Let no imp undo this holy destiny that may yet come to pass.
A couple of dilapidated graves. We are talking about the fields of Evergreen, the most ancient, sacred, and beauteous of elven burial grounds. You cannot possibly allow Trinculo and his cronies to desecrate these hallowed plots.
I could create acre upon acre of perfect golden barley, where right now 1,000 imps are left to rot in shallow graves. But you don't see me going around demanding Trinculo's kin to uproot its forefathers for the sake of perfect golden ale. At least, not yet.
Rather than argue for or against the deconsecrating of Oberon's ancestors, I'd like to ask you to consider whether it would be wise at all to encourage the creation of the biggest and baddest explosion ever. Me, I don't think it is.
But, great destiny, big explosion, so close. Oh, why do you have to be such a spoilsport, Commander? Who cares about evergreen fields when you can have ever greater fireworks?
By protecting these dead remains, you are quite possibly saving many a life, Commander. If ever they rise from their slumber, it is you they shall thank for it.
Bless you. Tampering with deceased forebears is never a good idea. The blades of ghosts cut deep, and such wounds never heal.
Skulking around graveyards is a ghoul's business, Commander, not an imp's. Let them dig elsewhere, at the bottom of the ocean for all I care.
I realize an explosive device like the world has never seen might be a tempting prize for a warlord such as yourselves. But what would be its merit if after its use there is no world anymore to conquer?
What a splendid victory that was.
Good news, Commander! The undead riots have been squelched, and the many artworks of Claudella that escaped their pitiful ire have been placed in various museums where they're guarded round the clock. That'll show those intolerant bastards! This is a great victory for mankind everywhere. A victory of nature over nurture. Of freedom over oppression. The undead need to know one can be gay and held in high regard nonetheless. Let that be the lesson. This whole business was about art, of course, but still. Let that be the lesson.
Were that I were the monarch and you the general.
troopers awaiting your decision, sire. The graves be their destiny. The Emperor shows us the way. Construction in progress. I will crush their bones. The graves be their destiny.
Won't that use too much fuel? Hope we don't hit too many fish.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Need a ride?
No one defies the will of the Emperor. For glory and honor and wealth. It'll be built in a jiffy. The Emperor shows us the way. That's impossible, Commander. Pay me in blood. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. I will crush their bones. Construction underway, Commander.
Exciting. Let's go.
Construction in progress. Your unit will well out momentarily, Commander. There's no reason to doubt your insight, sir. Recruitment Citadel completed.
Horse of steel riding out.
Anti-ground turret completed. It'll be built in a jiffy. Not enough recruits to morph. Losing ground, sire.
This world is waiting for its death.
Construction underway, Commander. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. Wall factory completed. There is no reason to doubt your insight, sir.
We're getting pinned here.
That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander.
Our glory foretold. Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
The Emperor shows us the way.
War is ours for the taking. Who will break? Who will bend?
unit will soon be ready. Could use some support, Commander. Enemy warlocks can cloak now, Commander. You don't want them popping up behind your back. Force of steel riding out. We're getting pinned here. We could use some support, Commander. It's impossible, Commander. I will drench their torn banner in blood. Our glory foretold. Our glory foretold. Construction in progress. Big guy coming through. Your unit will soon be ready. I've got big guns and I cannot lie. Death to the false ones. Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom. Anti-ground target completed. Hail and kill. Our glory foretold. Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom. Death to the false ones.
By the Seven, I don't know what to think of this situation, Commander. If Lady Ophelia rejects her God-given bones but takes up golden ones instead, is she honoring the divines or taunting them? The scriptures should provide an answer, but I'm at a loss to find a precedent.
My great love, my dawn and dusk, minister to me with thy counsel, for I am lost in the blinding mists of misgiving. Upon the very doorstep of completion I falter, encumbered by the insidious sprites of doubt and hesitation. Their incessant chatter satiates my being with pale and quiet dread. Questions, queries upon burial rise from shallow graves. In search of life, am I taunting death? In pursuit of salvation, am I to become a monster? The imps came through. You see, they have constructed a mechanical skeleton of pure gold. A feat of engineering. May Yorick never hear these words, that elevates them to the level of diminutive demigods. For if they can create such wonders, they can create worlds. And yet I shudder to think I would become that construct, that cold engine. For, gilded though it may be, what is it but a vehicle? A casket? An ambulant crypt that would hold my desolate soul? May the Seven forgive my indecision. But if you too, O dragon, perceive a metal me would be a material me only, I acquiesce in the knowledge we are making the right decision, be it perchance a hopeless one. Darkness engulfs me. Death winks and beckons. Am I to be its concubine?
You fight with cunning, Commander, and you lead by example. Your example, of course, was I.
queer queen, thy lady commander. Here she has but to snap her fingers to become an aureate apotheosis of impian ingenuity, and she's as indecisive as an elf afore a salad bar. I simply can't wrap my hatted head around it.
Stand in the path of a dragon knight and you'll be obliterated. Once more, this has been spectacularly proven.